Hi there, welcome to this week's video Derby Watch. I'm Mike Watchmaker along with Jay Privman. And Jay, there were three major races that impacted Derby Watch last week. Let's begin with the Fountain of Youth. The first two finishers in the Fountain of Youth, the newcomers to Derby Watch this week, Wildcat Red and General A-Rod. Top billing finished third in the Fountain of Youth. He remains on Derby Watch.
And it was a very exciting race, but I'm not sure how much we can take away from it, Mike. I do think that the way the track was playing on Saturday certainly benefited Wildcat Red and General A-Rod. They ran 1-2 the whole way around the racetrack. I thought Top Billing turned in an admirable performance to come on and finish third. So the first two are newcomers to the list, Wildcat Red and General A-Rod, and then obviously Top Billing retains his lofty position near the top of our leaderboard.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how these horses come back and run in their next starts, because it did look like, in the Fountain of Youth, looked like it was strong evidence of a speed bias. It's unfortunate that it would be one in such an important day, an important race, but these horses, even though they won going 2 turns in the Fountain of Youth, might be questionable going 2 turns, especially at a longer distance than 8.5 furlongs, which the Fountain of Youth was run at.
And then the other big race of the week was the Risen Star Stakes at Fairgrounds, and a horse who had been running at Gulfstream, Intense Holiday, went there to Fairgrounds instead, ran down Albano in the shadow of the wire, and those two are two more newcomers to our list this week.
Yeah, Intense Holiday and Albano, they come in at higher odds than Wildcat Red and General A-Rod did. I just thought, even though the Fountain of Youth might have been biased and affected, the Risen Star, to me, was a race that was not run in particularly strong fashion. I thought Albano fell out on a very comfortable early lead, and while Intense Holiday deserves some credit for being able to pick up a loose and a lead horse in Albano, this is a horse that really wasn't competitive with the best 3-year-olds in Florida or the best 2-year-olds last year in New York.
But maybe the track was against him at Gulfstream, and now that he's away from there, we're going to see better performances from him. So I still think this is a very much an improving colt, and I wouldn't be hasty to dismiss him.
We should mention Vickers in Trouble. He was on Derby Watch last week. He finished third in the Risen Star. He remains on Derby Watch. He did have a wide trip in that race.
He was wide. He got a little tired, I thought, in the final 16th of a mile. But yes, he still stays on our list. And there's one more newcomer to our list that we need to mention, that being Constitution, who remained unbeaten by winning an allowance race, a very deep allowance race on Saturday at Gulfstream Park. And I'm eager to see where he goes next for his stakes debut. Most likely, it looks like, Todd Pletcher told me, the Florida Derby.
Constitution was impressive, although he might have taken advantage with the way the track was playing. This horse, I think, has a lot of quality. I mean, he's making a second start. He again did not break particularly cleanly as he did in his first start. He had trouble coming out of the gate in his first start, but you know, he did turn back, like you said, a very deep field. And the second and third finishers in that race bear watching as well. Tonal List and Mexicoma, but Constitution is the one who was the definitive winner in that race.
So those are the 5 newcomers to our Derby Watch list this week. Stay tuned. We'll have another Derby Watch coming up where we talk about the horses on Derby Watch that are running this weekend.